Far away in a bustling old town, there lived a young man named Rahim. He was known for his hardworking nature, always running from one task to another, always trying to earn enough to get by. But despite his efforts, his life always seemed to test him. One month, his struggles grew heavier than ever. His small shop had earned little profit. His landlord demanded rent in just a few days, and his mother had fallen ill, needing medicine that Rahim could barely afford. That night, Rahim sat alone on the steps outside his shop, his head buried in his hands. His heart felt like a stone, too heavy to carry. He whispered to himself, "Why does life keep pushing me down? I try, yet everything slips away. Maybe I am destined to fail." As he sat there, an old man named Hassan, who sold lanterns nearby, noticed Rahim's troubled face. Hassan was a quiet man with silver hair and kind eyes. Many people in the town respected him, not for his wealth, but for his wisdom. He walked over slowly, holding a lantern in his hand, and asked gently, "My boy, why does your face look darker than this night?" Rahim sighed. "Uncle, everything feels too heavy. Rent is due, my mother is sick, and no matter how hard I work, I cannot see the light. Tell me, how can a person stay hopeful when everything around him is falling apart?" Hassan placed the lantern between them. Its small flame flickered in the night breeze. "Do you see this flame, Rahim?" Hassan asked. Rahim nodded silently. Hassan continued, "This lantern burns because of two things, the oil and the air. If either runs out, the flame will die. Struggles are like strong winds. They try to blow out your light. But if your heart has enough oil, faith, patience and hope, the flame will survive, no matter how strong the wind." Rahim looked at the lantern more closely. The flame trembled but did not die. Still, doubt filled his voice. "But uncle, I am not a lantern. I don't have oil. I only have problems. How can I keep burning?" The oil man chuckled softly. "You think you have no oil because you measure yourself by what you lack. But listen, oil is not money or success or comfort. Oil is courage, gratitude, and trust in tomorrow. These are already inside you. You must just need to use them." Rahim said, quiet, his eyes on the flame. The following morning, Rahim's mother asked for medicine. He had only half the money. Despair rose in his chest, but then he remembered the lantern. He told himself, "I will not let this wind blow out my flame. I will do what I can." He went out, searched for small jobs, carried heavy bags for shopkeepers, and cleaned storerooms. By evening, he earned just enough to buy the medicine. When he handed it to his mother, her weak smile gave him a warmth stronger than gold. That night, Rahim whispered, "The wind is strong, but my flame still burns." The landlord came again, angry about the rent. Rahim had only part of it. His hands trembled as he held out the coins. "Just a few days more, please," he begged. The landlord grumbled, but agreed. Rahim's shoulder dropped in relief. He thought of the lantern again. His life was still dark, but he realized something. Every small act of hope had kept his flame alive. One evening, Rahim went back to Hassan, the lantern seller. "Uncle," he said, "your words help me, but tell me honestly, will these struggles ever end? Or will I live like this forever?" Hassan smiled gently. "Do you know how a blacksmith works? He takes iron, places it in fire, and hammers it again and again. If the iron could speak, it would cry out, 'Why must I suffer this burning and beating?' But without the fire and hammer, the iron would never become a strong sword." He looked at Rahim deeply. "Life is shaping you, my boy. Every problem, every failure is a strike of the hammer. It hurts, yes, but if you hold on it with patience, you will come out sharper, stronger, and more valuable than before." Rahim listened, and for the first time, hope did not feel like a distant dream. It felt like a choice he could make. Rahim kept working, kept believing. He still faced hardships. Some days he earned little, some days he went hungry. But he stopped saying, "Why me?" and started saying, "I will endure." And as weeks turned into months, doors began to open. A shopkeeper noticed Rahim's honesty and offered him steady work. His mother's health improved. The landlord, seeing Rahim's effort, softened and even helped him with advice. Rahim's life was not free of struggles, but he was no longer crushed by it. His flame burned brighter each day. Rahim became known as the boy who always struggled, but as the man who never gave up hope. Whenever young men in the town felt despair, they came to him for guidance. But Rahim would always point to the lantern hanging in his shop. "Look at this flame," he would say. "It trembles, but it never dies. Keep your oil of faith and courage, and no storm can destroy you." Dear friends, Rahim's story reminds us struggles will always come, just like winds that shake a flame. We cannot always stop the wind, but we can protect our flame with patience, gratitude, and hope. Problems may not disappear overnight, but with the right attitude, they lose the power to destroy us. True strength is not living without problems. True strength is learning how to face problems without losing hope. So next time life feels heavy, remember Rahim. Whisper to yourself, "The wind is strong, but my flame will keep burning."